Welcome to the Job Search Breakthrough. This training is designed to do more than inform. It is designed to interrupt old conditioning, regulate the nervous system, and guide participants through an identity shift from reactive job seeker to proactive marketing strategist. This is where strategy begins after the body calms and clarity returns. Welcome to the Job Search Breakthrough. I am Coach Don Martinez, Managing Partner of Domar Companies, Executive Career Strategist, and Executive Coach. Now, before we talk strategy, before we talk hiring, and before we talk careers, we start with state. Because no strategy works when the nervous system is in survival mode. Now, if you are driving or operating any heavy machinery, I ask you to come back to this. But for the individuals listening, sit comfortably, place your feet on the ground, relax your jaw, and drop your shoulders. Now, inhale through your nose to the count of 4. Hold for the count of 2, and exhale slowly through your mouth to the count of 6. As you breathe out, allow the weight of rejection, pressure, and urgency to soften just a little. Now you may notice that your body has been bracing for this process. And you don't have to fight that. Just notice it. And let your breath do the work. That's right. See, interruptions. Why applying keeps you invisible. Now that your system is calmer, you can see more clearly. Let's talk about what hasn't been working and why it was never your fault. See, most people believe effort equals results. But in hiring, effort without positioning equals being invisible. See, these ATS systems filter risk, not value. See, recruiters manage volume, not authority. And applying late means entering a conversation that's already in motion. So now I invite you, listeners, to close your eyes. That is, if you're comfortable. And imagine your resume entering a system with hundreds of others. Notice how quickly it disappears into the noise. Now imagine approaching the market from a complete different angle. Not as an applicant, but as a known solution. Notice how your body responds to each image. Invisibility is not a reflection of your worth. It is feedback about your entry point. And here's the retained search reality. How talent is actually found. As a retained executive search consultant, we don't look for people, we look for answers. Let me explain. Searches begin with a business problem. Outcomes and risk are defined first. Markets are researched, not posted to conversations. See, alignment matters more than volume. Let's take a look side by side of how this works. On one side, reactive applying. On the other, intentional positioning. That's right. See, your nervous system already knows which feels more powerful. Are you with me? And here we enter the identity shift. To think like a recruiter, but not be a recruiter. Now, for a moment, release the label job seeker. And just notice what happens when you stop identifying with it. Now consider this idea not as truth, just as a possibility. You are not seeking permission. You are offering value. Layoff, rejection. This is old meaning. I'm behind. And the new meaning is I am recalibrating my market position. Now, as you listen, you may begin to recognize that confidence doesn't come from reassurance. It comes from orientation. And when you orient towards contribution instead of approval, your language changes, your posture changes, and conversations respond. Yes. See, the problem I help organizations solve is this. The outcome I am reliable to create is, let's see how this works for you. We teach you how to bypass the gatekeeper. By utilizing this reinsurance framework, this is not about ignoring recruiters. It's about knowing where authority lives. And here's the teaching. Lead with insight, not request. Speak to real business issues and ask thoughtful, peer-level questions. Here's an example. I've been studying how organizations like yours are navigating, and then name what it is. Or I am curious what's been most effective for your team. Now let me tell you why this works. See, it reduces the perceived risk, signaling relevance, inviting dialogue, not evaluation. You're no longer asking to be seen. You are giving someone a reason to look. Yes, look. So when we integrate and transmit this fear into power, I invite you to place one hand on your chest. One slow inhale through your nose. One slow exhale through your mouth. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is unused energy. When redirected, it becomes focus. It becomes resolved. It becomes you, the leader. And here's the anchor. I am not behind. I am recalibrating. That's who you are. When you experience what is happening today, it is the foundation inside the job search breakthrough. See, we implement this identity realignment, a retained search, thinking, strategic positioning where decision makers engage. No resume writing, no chasing, no guessing, a pure offer. Now, if this is the first time for you, I am offering a one-time strategy session at $125. It's not a pressure invitation. It's just an opportunity to see where you're at. If you've been struggling, if you've been rejected, then guess what? You're listening to this for a reason. But the choice is yours. Either you stay stuck or take the opportunity to make that mental shift into your identity. And I will show you how we market and place individuals so you, the individual, can place yourself into the role that you will lead as the leader that you are. For more information, you can email me at don@domarcompanies.com. And I look forward, if you are that individual that just needs that edge, let me help you recalibrate how you think and how you function when the pressure is on. Thank you.